Hello, everybody out there. So for today's video, I really don't know what to title it. Normally I kind of have like a general idea of what I want to call it, but not so much for today's. But for today's video, something along the lines of, you don't really know who you're dating. Which is kind of intriguing, actually. You don't know who you're dating. Before we hop into the actual video, though, if you guys could go down real quick to the bottom of your screen and hit the subscribe button. No, I'm just kidding. If you could please hit the share button. I don't ever want to ask anybody to like and subscribe. Reason being is everybody else on YouTube does. I don't want to be like everybody else. Hopefully you don't either. So if you want to do all that, you can. I appreciate it. It's awesome. But what I would really appreciate is if you hit the share button. The reason being, the idea of the Greater Than Movement is to help 100 million people improve their lives in a multitude of different ways, about a bunch of different topics. And the fastest and best way for that to happen is if people enjoy the video for themselves, if they share it, or if you know someone who's going through something, or they're having questions about this kind of topic, or whatever other videos I've done before, if you share it directly, it'll help them, hopefully, a lot faster than if they have to find it all by themselves. So please share if you do enjoy, or you think it'll be helpful for somebody else out there. So hopping back into the actual video. Like I said, the idea of the video is something I've talked about before, but it's a long time ago, and I recently had this conversation with someone else, so I wanted to have it again and would be more of a little bit of a fresh, not so old video. And I also don't know if I ever posted that one or if I deleted it, so I don't. It's a lot of videos, so we're just gonna go with the new one. So this idea is people in relationships don't truly show you who they are, and you don't really know who they are for the first 90 to 120 days of being in a relationship with them, of spending time with them. That means for the first 3 to 4 months, you don't know who you're really dating. You don't know who they truly are. You really don't. And that's the reason why in most relationships, they usually tend to kind of fall out, if they're gonna fall out, within the first 6 months. Because people start really seeing who they're dating. And the question you're gonna ask yourself is, why? Why is that? Or, this guy's fucking crazy, but I'm gonna watch the rest of this video. Excuse my language, but I'm gonna watch the rest of the video. Hear what else he has to say. The reason why people do this is everybody, when they first start dating someone or getting into a relationship with somebody, is they put on a mask. We all put on this facade. We are great actors. We pretend to be the best versions of ourselves. We are the best versions of ourselves in those months, but we pretend to be this elevated person of who we truly are. We don't show our bad habits or our bad tendencies. We don't do all of the things that we would normally do or talk the way we would always normally talk. We might go out more than we normally would go out, or go out less. We'll kind of adjust ourselves to be the best version of ourselves and present that to the person in front of us. And the thing you have to realize is that if I'm doing that, then they're doing that. And if they're doing that, then I'm doing that. And it's this big circle of everyone not really being who they truly are. And again, we do this because we want to attract people. We want to show our best versions of ourselves because we know that they'll like that person. And we're trying to put on airs a little bit. And it's the same thing when you have somebody come over to your house for dinner that you have come over once or twice a year for Thanksgiving or Christmas. It's the fancy silverware, it's the nice dinner that you've made, blah, 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 blah. Everything looks great in the house, super clean, the bathrooms are clean, everything's great. Because you're putting on this image of everything being great and perfect and wonderful. And I'm not saying people aren't great or perfect or wonderful, not perfect at least, but great or wonderful. But nobody's perfect. We all do this. And that's why I'm telling you that, I guess, like, the advice within this like reality break that hopefully I'm giving you is, when you are dating somebody, do not rush. Do not hop into a relationship right away. Do not tell them I love you too fast. Do not move in with somebody, oh my gosh, too quickly. Because what'll happen is, you'll find out if you are boyfriend and girlfriend too fast, or I love you too fast, or you move in with them too fast, or you move everything too fast. You find out in 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, maybe even 6 months, that has this facade and the mask starts coming off more and more. You don't always really like the person as much as you did in the beginning. And you wonder why. It's because they weren't exactly who they really are. They were an amplified version. They were the acting version of who they really are. Just everything was better. Everything was more on point. So I challenge you in your dating relationships. Go slow, take your time, get to know the person, and I'm telling you this, like, if you don't believe you do it, watch other people. You will start to see that they become more comfortable with you. They feel like they have to put less airs on. They feel like they have to try a little bit less. They can be a little more authentic. And a lot of times, it is for the better because they're just being a more realistic, just themselves. But a lot of times, like I said, you can find yourself in situations where the person that you really had feelings for may have drastically changed. And you don't want to be stuck in a super duper committed relationship, or you don't want to be living with somebody or something else like that serious level when it's been less than 3, 4, 5, maybe even 6 months, because you need to have that time for them to show you who they really are. So that's pretty much what I have for the video. Like I said, I'm not trying to be super negative or morbid, but I am just trying to like forewarn people, especially when you're younger, because I have been there, where you move too quickly because this person's so amazing. Give it a little bit of time and see what happens, just to make sure that you still like this person or love this person or whatever you want to word it as much as you did the first couple months, 3, 4 months down the road when they're really being 100% genuine who they really are. So it's my advice. Hopefully you guys utilize it. Hopefully if you know someone getting into a new relationship or who always moves too fast or finds themselves unhappy in relationships a lot, share the video with them. Let them know that this is some good quality stuff. And hopefully they enjoy the rest of the videos as well. Again, like I said, just trying to put a little bit of information, positivity, perspective, light into the universe, and hopefully improve some people's lives in different ways. Ooh, one more thing I haven't said for a long time in my videos, so I'm sorry to make this outro a little bit longer. If you guys have questions about this topic or relationships in general or friends, family, work, school, life, please ask them. Whether you message me directly, the Greater Than Movement, pretty much on every social media platform you can find me. You can message me directly there, or you can put it in the comments below. If you just want me to answer you and not talk about it ever again, you can let me know that in the message as well. Because the whole idea that I'd like to get to is eventually making more videos, like I made a couple recently, where I answer people's questions and I try and help people with my actual advice to what's going on in their life. So again, questions about anything, please let me know. I would love to help anybody out there who needs help with whatever they're going on, whatever is going on, whatever they're going through in their life at that point in time. So that's what I got. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Stay healthy, stay safe. Remember, above all, be greater than. Talk to you guys real soon.